Rainier Avenue Radio.
Welcome to the coronavirus pandemic. I'll take coronavirus for 100. Fever, chills, shortness of breath, loss of taste or smell. What is stay at home and isolate? Correct. Coronavirus for 200. Inability to stay awake, persistent pain or pressure in chest, trouble breathing. What is seek immediate help? Correct.
Coronavirus for 500.
Crippling and potentially dead infectious disease eliminated the United States with vaccination.
What is the polio vaccine?
Correct.
I'll take coronavirus for 700.
The Daily Double! Should I take the coronavirus vaccine? Wait. Hold up. This is not a game. It's time for serious discussions. We have coronavirus vaccines, but not everyone is comfortable taking them. Here's the facts. Based on what has been proven about vaccines for other diseases, COVID-19 vaccine may help keep you from getting seriously ill, even if you do get the virus. Getting vaccinated also may protect people around, particularly those at greater risk for severe illness from COVID-19. We don't yet have all of the answers. Get informed, talk to your healthcare physician, and make the right decision for you. This is a message supported by the Washington State Department of Health.
This is Big Poppy, host of Jazz from the Cabinets. Join me each week for a listening tour of the first century of jazz, an eclectic mix of Dixieland, big band, cool jazz, bebop, contemporary jazz, world jazz, all jazz in all forms. That's Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy on Rainier Avenue Radio, streaming worldwide on RainierAvenueRadio.world.
Tune in to Real Estate and Money every Tuesday afternoon from 2:30 to 3 here on RainierAvenueRadio.world. Join your hosts Violetta Strash with John L. Scott Kent North and Tina Lombard with Guaranteed Rate Affinity. They'll help you navigate the waters of our volatile real estate market and offer you some guidance on how to make your hard-earned money work to make your dreams come true. Learn about current trends, get tips on financial matters, and have fun, interactive discussions about your home inside and out. That's Real Estate and Money.
This message is brought to you by Public Health, Seattle and King County, the Washington Department of Health, Washington Chapter AAP, and Within Reach. No matter where your classroom is, whether in person or online, routine vaccinations protect your child from serious diseases like measles, mumps, and chickenpox, and they keep your child safe, healthy, and thriving. Need help finding a provider? Visit parenthelp123.org or call the Help Me Grow Washington hotline at 1-800-322-2588.
I'm Paul Pearson, host of Star Time, and this is my real voice. Honest, you're hearing it on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Should have told her you were sorry.
Hello. Welcome everybody to Clean Greens Living Live, broadcasted on Rainier Avenue Radio. It is your host, Queen Bree, coming to you live from Seattle, Washington. The weather is gorgeous. I don't know what the degrees is, but the degrees for me is tank top. I do have on clothes today, just the hair is hiding, and some shorts. Okay, it is beautiful. I'm so excited that Seattle is finally getting the weather we deserve. We needed a little pick-me-up. I want to come to you with a land acknowledgement. We acknowledge that we are on traditional land of the first people of Seattle, the Coast Salish people, past and present, and honor with gratitude the land itself and the Duwamish, Nisqually, Snoqualmie, and Muckleshoot tribe. We also acknowledge that what has happened on this land that impacts the lives of the Black community. In Seattle, due to redlining, systemic and oppressive mechanisms of anti-Black racism enacted by the white leaders, politicians, business people who have robbed Black families of opportunity to build and pass on generational wealth. To share your own story and the loss of your home in Seattle, Washington, you can visit us at blackdollardays.taskforce.org, or you can visit us at Clean Greens Farm and Market to let us know and share your stories as Seattle continues to fight for reparations in Seattle for families who's lost their homes. All right, guys, let's get started. Announcements. What's some announcements? Our youth farm is still in effect. Had fun this weekend. If you know any kids, please send them our way. I want to thank my community of radio family that was listening and emailed us to volunteer. I seen your emails. I'm going to respond to them today. I really appreciate you guys listening. Email me at email me at that email on the screen. Let's keep it going. Let's build our community. We talked about being rooted in community last Tuesday, and some of you guys reached out, and that really made my day. What else? Harvesting CSAs is going good. It is picking up. This week, I hear we have broccoli ready, so I'm so excited that our produce is growing and thriving, and we're able to continue to offer you variety. I even brought something from the farm because I was so excited. I was like, this year I'm trying it. One of the I keep saying this, Clean Greens was really created for multiple reasons. Oh, I thought I turned this off, but I guess not. Clean Greens was created for multiple reasons. It was created to provide access to organic vegetables, produce to families who couldn't afford to buy it. It was created to bring information to our community about, I talked to a parent this weekend and we were talking about the kids learning. Sometimes kids, you can't take too much into what kids do. They look bored, but they're actually enjoying themselves. So we were just talking about them looking bored. And in spite of them looking bored, it's like they need to know where they come from. They need to know what it's like to eat healthy. They need to know about, being able to grow food for themselves and the importance of knowing how to grow it, knowing that organic is better, knowing the different types of produce. And that's one thing that we did do this weekend with our youth farm is the kids were able to harvest what they've grown. And I know this has to be, for me, I think for me, it would feel great to harvest something you grew. You watched it grow from a little starter plant and now it's bloomed. And now you get to eat it and show your family what you've been working on. So the kids took home some of their produce. They are going to cook a meal and hopefully I'll be able to discuss with you some of the recipes that they came up with last week. I'm super excited to hear what they're going to come up with. They harvested chard, kale, kohlrabi, which is one of the things that I brought from the farm that I want to try. And it looks something like this. Oh, it goes with my nails, but I want you guys to see. For some reason, this is exciting to me, finding out new vegetables. And when we talk about our community of color, me learning about kohlrabi as an adult it's a concern for our community. We need to know about what vegetables are. We just have the basics, and Clean Greens came about because in some of our communities they call them the desert. I know there's a new term for it right now, but I don't have it in front of me, where there's not a lot of options for us. And so learning about kohlrabi. So my peeps, this is kohlrabi. The nutrition facts. Look, I had to look this up for you guys because I needed you to know the nutrition facts and what kohlrabi may help do for you. So kohlrabi has calcium, potassium, magnesium, iron, vitamin C, B complex, A, K. Those are some, and it's high in fiber, and we're going to talk about that today. Some of the health benefits of kohlrabi may help you improve your digestion, may help aid in weight loss, may boost your energy level, regulate your blood pressure, prevent anemia, may help in eye care, and help strengthen the bones. And we need to strengthen our bones as we get older. We start to, kind of break down a little bit. But if we're doing things right and we're working together as a community, we will strengthen our bones and our bodies and be able to move and do the things that we need to do. Again, kohlrabi. And I'm going to try to introduce more vegetables each week, but this one was my pick and it's one of my favorites. Oh, ways that you can cook kohlrabi. You can eat kohlrabi raw. You can eat kohlrabi. You can cut it up thin slices and put it with your salads. You can bake it. This kohlrabi is a good substitute for potatoes. If you're wanting a substitute for potatoes, try kohlrabi. You can cut them like potatoes. You can bake them. One recipe called for Parmesan cheese to go on it. You bake it, coat it with olive oil, and sprinkle some Parmesan cheese over it. There's another one which I love to eat my potatoes. I was just going to say, I like to saute mine. That looks good. What is that? Is that spinach? Whatever that is, that looks good. I like to saute my potatoes, and you can season it with whatever you like. Saute in olive oil, add some what is it? What is my garlic? Add some garlic, add some onions, saute that. Roasted kohlrabi with savory garlic sauce. This is how I'm going to make my kohlrabi. I love roasted. I love garlic. I love sauteing my vegetables. So that is how I'm going to make it. And it's in the cabbage family and broccoli family. So you could pretty much cook it how you would cook a cabbage or broccoli. You can even add it in your cabbage or your greens. Of course, you do know. Now, I didn't go too far. Now, y'all got to do some research yourselves. You do got to cut the skin off, and it's all beautiful in the inside. So, you guys, if you want to stop by Clean Greens, we have our markets open every Saturday from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Mondays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We'll try to have more kohlrabi this week. We got to see what it's looking like, but stop by, get a kohlrabi. If you're a CSA and you're listening in and you have your kohlrabi, because we were able to give our CSAs some kohlrabi this week, share with us your dishes. Share with us how you made it. How did it taste? And I'll be sharing with you guys next week. Ooh, that looks good. I can't wait to try it. But the benefits are, again, because the benefits of eating healthy is best for your body. But the benefits of eating kohlrabi is improve your digestive system, aids in weight loss, boost your energy, regulate your blood pressure, prevents anemia, and may help with all of this is may, because we can't tell you what it's going to do for your body, but these are benefits and help with your eye care. So let's get kohlrabi in our diets, and let's strengthen our vegetable vocabulary. That is my goal. That is one of the things that I love about working with Clean Greens, is that I am learning so much about myself, so much about my community, so much about vegetables and how they should be eaten. Last year, my kick was beets, and I cannot wait until our beets gets back, grows this year. They grow so beautiful, so juicy, and they're so good and so full of benefits. I got introduced to drinking beets I do beet juice. I haven't gotten to sauteing my beets yet or baking them. I can be a little childish when it comes to textures. So I haven't tried that, but I do want to try it this year, because when I drink the beet juice, I feel immediately like I have energy. It gives me the best energy. And I was introduced to beet juice with intentional juicing. And I'm so excited that intentional juicings, they're located in Tacoma. Intentions Juicing, I think it is. They're located in Tacoma, but they are coming to Seattle. So I'm so excited because they have the best beet juice. They have the best juices and health aid juice. There is a juicing company, and they have the best juices and health aids. Yes, beet juice. I never would have thought that I would be a fan of beets, but I am. And I cannot wait till our beets come up. So the beautiful thing about working for Clean Greens is really getting to know the different vegetables, knowing the benefits, being able to taste them, being farm fresh, knowing that it's made with love and picked with love and taken care of, and that it is what's healthy for my body. If you're just tuning in, you're tuning in to Clean Greens Living Live. Did I say that right? Broadcasted on Rainier Avenue Radio. I am your host, Queen Bree. I am just super excited to have you guys here, tuning in with us, reaching out to us for volunteering. If you weren't here in the beginning, I just want to repeat that I did get some emails about volunteering, and I am going to get back to you guys this afternoon. We do have a work party this Saturday to plant. We'll plant more stuff. You know, we talked about earlier this season, it was kind of hard to plant because it was so muddy. But now that we have this beautiful weather, it's kind of back balanced where it's raining, but yet it's dry. We can plant and know that our produce is going to survive. So we're having a planting party this Saturday at the farm from 9 a.m. until noon. If you're interested, that email that was just up on the screen and that's been on the screen, email me and let me know that you want to be a part of that work party, because it's going to be fun and you get the benefits of exercising, moving your body. You get the benefits of being a part of your community and helping grow produce to feed your community and feed yourself. One of the benefits of volunteering is you get to take some of the produce home. So being out there, moving, exercising, getting the produce, watching it grow from the time you stuck it in that hole until the time it sprouts. I'm telling you guys, it is like a beautiful feeling to know that I did this. Now, if I can get my plants at home to grow, not to eat, just my plants. We'll talk about that later. But having plants in the home is good too. And working with Clean Greens, it's making me want to work on my overall health. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. Because, you know, we talked about this a lot. And I'm like, I'm going to do this. And then I get too busy and I don't do this. But I want to talk about finding ways to eat better, right? And I've been looking and researching because, you know, we talk about health. And before I get started, one thing that you do want to do when we're talking about getting healthy and starting to have a balanced diet and working out is you do want to check with your doctor. Has any reminder, physicals, who has taken the time to get a physical? Raise your hands. I can't see it, but you can see it. And you know that you need to get a physical. Please reach out to your doctor and schedule one ASAP. I did that this year. And, you know, me and Dr. Alicia, we had Dr. Alicia on. And this year I was more prepared because we had Dr. Alicia on. So thank you, Dr. Alicia, for all your tips about how, when you go to the doctor, be prepared. So when you go to your physical, you're going to there's basic things that they do for your physical. But if you have any questions, any concerns about what's going on with your body, please write it down. Talk to your doctor about it. If you have to schedule another appointment after that, please do. But make sure that you've written down. I made sure that I written down what I needed, what my concerns were. I made sure that I looked up things that it could be and then discussed it with my doctor, which I thought was wild, that I was literally curing myself, kind of, but just going to the doctor to confirm, like, is this what this is? But, you know, sometimes they're busy, so they may miss some things. So if you have a concern, look up what those concerns are. Don't do too much looking at, because I remember WebMD almost had me ready thinking I was about to die. Just try to research it a little bit, read up on what your concerns are and what you think it may be, and talk to your doctor about it. But go to your doctor, get your physicals. That's one way that you're showing up for yourself. And when you show up for yourself, you are able to show up for your community, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. And this is me speaking to myself as I speak to you. I did have my physical this year and it went well, and all of my concerns were met. So thank you, Dr. Alicia, that I was so excited and so proud of myself that I got on top of everything that was concerning me and doing the checkup and doing the work and doing the follow-up. A lot of times in this world, we get so caught up in time and working, and then by the time you get home, you're burnt out. You know, some jobs, it's hard to take off from work. It's hard to take that time, but we have to make that time. And I want to talk about tips to eating healthy, but I want to start with mindfulness real quick and just talk to you guys about mindfulness, because when it comes to our health, it's mind over matter most of the time. It's your mind that you got to tackle. And once you tackle your mind, the rest is easy. And again, we live in a fast-paced country where time is money, and we got to get here, we got to do this, we got to do that. And so we tend to sacrifice our health and our mental health in order to get those things done. And then we're walking around here like zombies. And this is another reason why we're kind of spread apart as a community and as people and humans, is because we're so spread apart, burnt out, tired, focusing on ourselves and what's going on in our lives, that we can't even take the time to be aware of our surroundings and what's going on in the world and what's going on with our community. So practicing mindfulness can take up to 2 minutes. I practiced this with the kids this weekend. I didn't give them too long because, they're kids. You can only take a few minutes. But as adults, let's start with like 5 minutes. You can give yourself and your mental health 5 minutes. 5. I put up 10, but 5 minutes of your time. Give yourself 5 minutes. Start with 5 minutes where you are practicing mindfulness. And when you're practicing mindfulness, your eyes can be open or they can be closed. I am not a mindfulness coach. I had to look this stuff up myself. But give yourself 5 minutes to just sit in silence. Be aware of your breathing. Be aware of your thoughts. Be aware of your surrounding. Focus on concentrating. It is hard. It is a practice. So yes, your mind will wander. Be easy on yourself. Just like one of the tips was, make a note of why your mind wander. Because I'll get quiet. And as soon as I get quiet, all my to-do lists start popping up in my head. And I have to be like, wait, that can wait. When that happens, try to have some music on in the background, or just try to focus more on your breathing. Am I breathing too hard? Am I breathing too soft? Take deep breaths. It is like a meditation, but you are also being mindful of your thoughts, your body, your surroundings, your awareness. Take these times, and I promise you, it's going to help give you clarity on who you are, what you want to do, what you need to do, how you can show up for yourself, how you can show up for your community, how you can take the time to start eating better, right? So when we talk about eating better, everybody, for me, I would get scared. Like I felt like, oh, I got to do all of this stuff to be able to eat better. And I have to take all this stuff out, and I got to do this and do that in this diet. No, this is about a lifestyle change and what is working for you and what is not working for you. And as I'm getting older, I'm noticing things are not working for me that I used to can do. I'm knocking on 40, but I ain't answering that door until August 6th. Now, once August 6th come, I have no choice but to open up the door to 40. But as I'm getting older, I'm noticing my tummy cannot take certain foods and certain things. And so that means I have to be aware of changing my eating habits. And even though some of your bodies may not be reacting that way, you can still eat what you want. But we want to talk about eating less of it or eating more of something else. So one of the tips is to eating better. Like we've cut down eating out a lot in our house and over the last 2 months, and each month we're getting better, eating out less. Like when I eat McDonald's or if I eat Taco Time, my tummy, it makes me lethargic. I don't feel good. Yes, sometimes I do risk it all because the food, it does taste good, but I'm eating less of it and I'm not depriving myself. So it's easier to cut it out because I didn't say, take it all out. I just started eating out less. Daniel said, bleh. No, but yet we have to take care of our bodies. So eating less of it. Let's start with eating less of it and not necessarily taking it out your diet. And you want to replace it with more food that is high. Talk to your doctor, because you can be eating high in fiber or high in protein. Are you trying to build? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to maintain? But I want to eat foods that have more lean meat, Eat more vegetables, eat more foods high in fiber, which we have on the farm. Chard is high in fiber. Greens is high in fiber. Our broccoli that's coming in this week is high in fiber. And when you're cooking your food, you want to make sure you're not cooking the nutrients out of it. So make sure you're not broiling your food too long or baking your food too long, because you could be cooking the nutrients out of your food. Uh, the greens and the cabbage and the chard all could be sauteed. They could be broiled. What was it? Kale, you can bake it, saute it, however you want to. Just make sure you're not cooking the nutrients out of your food. So one step is to eating better, eating more lean foods, eating more vegetables, cutting out fast food. And even when you go fast food, making sure you're getting foods that is high in fiber and vegetables. So if you go to a restaurant, order foods that are more lean and have more vegetables and more protein. Another way, which helped me, and I'm going to get back on that, is drinking more water. I hated drinking more water, but now I'm like, how the heck did I survive drinking so much juice and soda and not much water? Now my body needs it. My body needs water. If I don't have water, I am about to pass out. Your brain needs water. When I drink more water, I literally feel my brain waking up. It wakes me up better than coffee. Although I still got to have my coffee, because let's just be real, coffee is a drug. And I'm trying to wean myself off, but I have to have at least 1 cup a day. But drinking a glass of water every morning wakes me up way better than coffee. And they suggest 2 8-ounce glasses when you first wake up. But because I can't, I don't like breakfast. So I can't take all that much in. So I at least try to drink a glass. I'm trying to get back to 2 glasses. And if you're not a water drinker, you have to, and you want to do better at drinking water, you have to, you just have to force it. So when I first started, I had to force myself to drink it. But once I started, it's like now I prefer water over other stuff. And it's just good to me. Eating less sugar is another one. So we have water, eating healthier, eating at home, because you know what you're putting in your foods. You don't know what the restaurants is putting in your foods. You can eat out. Just try to eat out less. A lot of times we are eating out because it's quicker and easier. Water, food, cutting out sugar. Now that's hard for me because I feel like I need to have something sweet every day. We don't have to have something sweet every day. Maybe try eating something once or twice a week. Eating more fiber. Make sure you're eating that fiber. Clean Greens have you on the fiber. So come check us out every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and every Monday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we got you on the fiber and the food. So those are water, eating healthier, cutting out sugars, fiber, more fiber. And that is going to help you take some steps to starting to eat healthy. And it's crazy because I'm looking at my time and I'm looking at my notes and I'm like, I was nervous that I wasn't going to look 2 shows ago, y'all. I was giving it. I was like, I'm not going to be able to do this by myself for so long. Now I'm like, dang, I'm not even going to be able to talk to you guys about everything because my time is running out. But I do want you guys try those tips for me. I know that you're out there listening because you guys have emailed me to want to come volunteer with Clean Greens. So let's start with eating healthy. Tell me how it went for you this week. I'm going to tell you how it went for me this week. Practice mindfulness and tell me how that goes. And we'll meet back next week and we'll talk about the rest of the things I have on my notes. I can't believe my time is up. This is crazy. But stay tuned because up next is Phil AM. Did I say that correctly, Daniel? I tried to. Phil FAM radio. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. I will be responding to your emails shortly. Bye, guys. Have a beautiful day.